Ladies and gentlemen, foes and fans, friends and fudders, welcome once again to Mania and the 36 Chambers of Tech. I'm your host, Shytoshi Kusama, and by now you've probably figured out I'm actually not that shy at all, actually. It was kind of a joke when I took the name of Shy and became this new identity here to help save the world alongside of you. But it's hard to save the world with just an idea. It's hard to save the world with just a meme. It's hard to save the world when no one will listen. But it's much easier to save the world when you have an army behind you. So salute to all of my SHIB Army members. What many of you have not realized, because we've been very secretive about it, is that we have with us now what we call the 36 Chambers of Tech. These are 36 pieces of technology that are modular. You can take only one or two of them for your business, or you could take all 36. And I want to begin describing some of these so that you can understand exactly how awesome the operating system for SHIB is. Now, in the last discussion, I talked about the network state and how SHIB is a network state, like it or not. And I also spoke about SHIB Bone Leash Treat and about governance and utility means. Now, all of that's fine and dandy, but if you don't have a real good tech stack and an operating system to run all of that, then you just have a cool idea. And most people won't participate, and a lot of people will go, that's cool, bro, and won't believe or think that you have a long-term plan. But when you include the tech that we have, then it's a game changer. Let's think about it for a second. Imagine if any nation on this planet, you name it, had a unified system. And we've seen some of these, like the Indian payment system. Works really, really well. That system is a unified payment system across all of India. It works fantastically well. But the other systems across the world, you'll see, are usually convoluted. Now, some places are becoming and doing much better at this, such as Dubai with their current system where almost everything is integrated. But imagine a system where everything was integrated, including blockchain, including Web3, including crypto. This is a world that can be created through Treat, but it needs an operating system, a complete operating system. So let's talk about some of the components of our operating system. And trust me when I say this, friend, watch the big boys follow. Now, the first thing that any nation state will need is some sort of identity system. So for us, we have SHIB's identity system. It is a decentralized identity system, and it allows you to not just hold your keys financially, but to hold your data as well, and decide when to sell your data to others, when to share your data with others. And using FHE, which I've mentioned, fully homomorphic encryption, your data can be encrypted completely. So not only do you have some sort of privacy, you also have true quantum proof data protection. Okay? This is key, firstly, in a system this complex. Secondly, you will need what I like to call, and what Kyle calls, the Attestation service. This basically means that you can become a authority to give some sort of certificate or some sort of identifiable item that allows the user or the person that you give it to be identified in a certain way. Let me give you an example of how this will work. Let's say you are an influencer, okay? You have an account and your account is an influencer account, and you want others to utilize your new product. Let's say it's lipstick, for instance. And you want anyone and everyone and their mom to use your lipstick, but we all know the best way to do that is to have KOLs put on your lipstick on YouTube, as it stands right now. That may be X in the future. But right now, I go on YouTube, I put on lipstick, or actually, I'm not going on YouTube and putting on lipstick, but a new KOL is. So this KOL goes on YouTube. Before they do, in our system, you can give them a credential. This credential identifies them as a KOL for you specifically. And now that identifiable credential allows this person to gain certain things. In other words, you can now pay them after they've completed their project. Now, there are some Web 2 firms that do this, but not through blockchain, which is, as you know, much faster, secure. You can see everything. You can make sure that the payment was fair and is fully transparent, that the middleman didn't take a lot, things like that. This credential idea actually expands into much more than an influencer relationship. That means that a university can give you a credential, quote unquote diploma. It means that an employer can give you a credential authorized to enter a certain location. Okay, having that credential in your wallet now allows you to enter the building. These type of credentials on chain, and also those that can be revoked, are extremely powerful in the long-term play that we are building. The use cases for this identity/credential system, and I'm only talking about 2 different pieces of the 36 chambers of tech, empowers or could empower quite a few interesting use cases. Let me give one more fantastic example so you can understand fully. Let's say, for instance, the DAO gets to a point where they take this concept to the next level, and now people are giving or being given a passport, a digital passport. This is super powerful because the authority given that has the authority to give the credential, which could be our system, one of our DAOs that gives this credential as a passport, or it could be a government that gives a passport to their users, a digital passport. Now, it is all on chain, it could be encrypted, and it can be revoked. This is a very powerful addition to our tech stack, and you see why we were so adamant about having decentralized identity and an attestation service that allows for individuals to gain credentials. We will continue to talk more and more about tech as we continue this incredible limited edition podcast, but I just wanted to share those to begin with. Tomorrow, tune in as we will be going through Twitter, scrolling and having a little more fun on Follow Fridays once again, very fast. And then on Saturday, when we dig deep again into this entire concept of spirituality. Until then, SHIB Army, stay safe.